Hi, my name is Aubrey. I have two young boys, and before coming in, I was experiencing a lot of mostly tailbone pain. Sitting for long periods of time, or like even a short car ride, would hurt. I couldn't do any of the workouts that I had done previously, even with my first pregnancy. Um, and I just felt really like tight and uncomfortable for the most part. I wasn't able to like sit on the floor and play with my son very well. And it just gotten to the point where I was just in pain constantly, 24/7. I couldn't even lay like flat on my bed. I had to lay on the side with a pillow in between my legs to even sleep. So my body also felt like it was constantly like clenching, and it was really tight. Like I had really intense like glute clenching, and I couldn't let it go. The only way I could like release it was putting my foot up on something, or like squatting down really low. But that was just the position my body went back to constantly all the time. Before coming in, I tried an online course that I did with Gideon, or my first son, and it was not helping at all. It was making things worse because I didn't really know what was going on with my body. I was just following the program, and then I would see like more pain, more squeezing, more tightening, clenching, and I was just super uncomfortable after those workouts. I'm a personal trainer myself, and I could not figure out what was happening. So I stopped doing those workouts, and then I didn't really know where to go from there. I asked a friend who's a chiropractor, and she sees Justine's mentor, so she recommended Justine. So I went to a professional to ask because there's so many, and you don't really know who to feel safe with or who's really good at their job with something that's so vulnerable. So I wanted to make sure I had a trusted like recommendation. It took me a long time to ask for recommendation. I knew something was wrong and I didn't ask for months. But when I asked, it probably took me another month to call, just because with my second pregnancy, I didn't have any internal checks at all of labor, anything. So like the fact that that might happen made me so nervous to start with. But once I called and came in, I immediately felt more at ease about the situation. So yeah, it took me a long time. What was holding me back was mostly fear and money, because it's an investment to do this. So it got to the point where it was like I wasn't enjoying. Just I was in pain constantly. I wasn't enjoying day to day. And looking back, I'd wish I'd come sooner. But I think it took that like actually I'm very uncomfortable and I need help to come in. So I would recommend people come in before that breaking point, because you could probably not start so far behind. I don't know. Just come in sooner. And if you feel like it's something that you need, like just trust that and just come see and ask questions, because it definitely is worth the investment. So now that I've done pelvic floor therapy, PT, over the last 9 sessions, it's been like 2 months of work. I feel so much better throughout the day. There's no pain with sleeping, so I sleep better. There's no pain during the day. My tailbone feels way better, unless I do something silly like sit on hardwood floor, and then that's my fault. But like just day to day, everything, I really feel so much better. The glute clenching has calmed down, and something that I've learned through like the Fit2Be classes and through my sessions is like how to release and relax that a bit more, because before I couldn't figure out how to tell my body to not do that. So now, even though it still happens in stressful situations or throughout the day, later in the day, I can help my body to relax, and to release that. So I'm more in control of it, which feels nice. I'm able to play, to run around, to wear my baby in the baby carrier with way less pain and pressure and clenching. So I feel like a normal mom, like a human again. Where before, every single task that was involved in momming was painful, and that's not how it should be. I haven't integrated like heavy strength training like I have previously, mostly because that takes a lot of time. And I now have two children. but I have been able to do workouts. I try to do them 4 or 5 days a week in the morning, and I've been able to do little workouts and different core strengthening workouts, the Fit2Be classes, and to do them without pain. And leaving them, I don't feel like more pain or more pressure or clenching. I feel fine or stronger. Um, my mental health is better because I had that time instead of kind of coming out of it and feeling really like exhausted and annoyed and angry at my body. I now feel good, like you should after you work out. So that has changed a lot because that's something that I do a lot for my like mental health, obviously physical health, but like that's something that I love to do. So being able to do that pain free is life changing. It's huge. I enjoyed my care here at the healing spot because I just felt safe here. And I think that that's so important, especially when you're dealing with intimate areas and intimate subjects. Just feeling really safe with your care, just like I took care in my pregnancies to feel safe and all of that, like continuing to do that and finding somebody who fits. And yes, somebody that resonates with you and like is able to just have you feel safe and comfortable in something that might not be very comfortable. So that's important. If I had a friend or a family member in a similar situation or somebody who needed help, I would tell them to just at least go try like a discovery visit with that first 30-minute visit that I had with Justine. We just ask questions and you figure out if it's a good fit. Because that's what I did, not necessarily sure what exactly I needed. But her answering my questions, like just perfectly, like exactly what I needed to hear, was so helpful to like jumping in and investing the time and the money to do it. It also, there are some things where it's not going to take 8 or 9 visits, even like it might take less. Um, and just having the skills to help at home as well, because it's not just these visits. Like Justine gives you the skills or the little things, the stretches, the what is it, the PT exercises to do at home. And those make a big difference as well. If you skip days, you'll notice. Um, but those make a huge difference. And having somebody give you those exercises that are perfectly tailored to you is very, very helpful. And so instead of those like programs where it's a one size fits all cookie cutter, sure, they're cheaper, but they're not going to like fix the root cause, the issue that's happening in your body. So I think it's worth it. I would tell people to invest, to at least go to a visit and just talk to her. Yeah.